Welcome to another episode of Hey You,
where we talk about life, love, and the pursuit of coffee.
As always, I am Keith.
And I'm still Tanya.
Yay, I'm glad you're still you. That'd be sad otherwise.
It'd be a little weird.
Yeah, it would be a little weird.
So today's episode is number 2.
Number 2.
And we're calling it I Have a Drunk Horse.
I Have a Drunk Horse. It's a great episode name. Makes no sense to anybody listening.
It'll make more sense later.
As we get into it, for sure.
It is. Yes. And so we're going to talk about Poor Vita Vet adventures.
Poor Savvy.
And our visits to Black Honey Hashery and Toast & Co.
Yes, we did a twofer.
We did. And a taste of our Washington Island explorations.
Mm-hmm.
And just other plans for January.
Yep. We've had to make some changes.
Yeah. If anything, the pandemic has helped us be more adaptable.
Adaptable, like the Borg off of Star Trek. No, that's terrible.
That's terrible. Not like the Borg.
Oh, right.
So
what do they say? Assimilation is mandatory. I don't know.
Resistance is futile.
Resistance is futile. That's what it is.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. This is how we're starting.
Yay. It's great.
So yesterday, we went to Black Honey.
Yes. Into Pier.
It's somewhere in our top 3 spots. And if you hear that, that is Kisa yelling. She's very upset. She is outside the door.
She's annoyed. But
she's also very bad for recording. So,
hopefully that took care of the problem. We'll see. Yeah.
See, this is how you know it's live. It's like recorded live. It's not scripted.
Oh, that's totally scripted. I paid her to do that.
What did you pay her in?
Fish love. Yeah.
Anyways.
Black Honey. Was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Was delicious.
It was delicious. And got pecan pie latte.
Was it? It was pecan pie latte.
And you got
I thought it was something else.
No, and then you got the toasted marshmallow.
Marshmallow.
Mocha.
Toasted marshmallow mocha. It was delicious. Tasted like toasted marshmallow.
It did. And they were both in really fun, like, wintry, holiday-ish mugs.
Yeah, you had, like, a red one with, like, snowflakes or something on it.
You had the snowflakes, blue and white with snowflakes. I think mine had, like...
snowman.
Or snowman. I had snowman. And it snowflakes. Mine was, like, more Christmassy. There might have been penguins. I can't remember. There's pictures.
There is pictures.
Yeah, so if you want to see pictures of our fun mugs, we'll have them posted on our Instagram and our Facebook.
We are those people. The ones you see that are like, stop posting food. I don't care about you. We take pictures of food at all the restaurants we go to, and we share them.
Because when we love the places and we love the food and the drinks, we want other people to also enjoy them so they don't go away.
It's easier, too, when people are like, well, how is it? Was it delicious? What'd you get? Well, I don't know. Here's what it looks like. Yeah. And it tasted amazing.
Exactly.
Done. Simple explanation.
Exactly. So, yeah, we like pictures. So,
we like pictures.
Of food. I mean, we take pictures of things that make us happy.
Yes. Like puppies.
Like puppies.
I have 1,000 pictures of dogs on my phone.
It's dogs, cats, and coffee and food on mine.
Yep. Dogs. Fishing. Half-naked ladies. Oh, wait. That's not what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Black Honey, the building's newer-ish, a few years old, not really...
They have the built-on date on the outside. I never looked.
I don't know.
Circa 1909 AD. I mean, obviously it wasn't 1909.
Yeah, but it's De Pere area on the river by Beaumere Boat Launch.
Beaumere Boat Launch, like the south side of town.
Sure.
East side of the river. If you're on the west side, you're in the wrong spot.
I just put it in Google Maps.
Yeah, I know. It's because you're terrible with directions.
I have poor spatial sense, and I've accepted this.
You really do have poor spatial sense.
And that's okay.
That's why I drive everywhere.
And that's why I use Google Maps when I have to drive by myself. So.
Yes, in town, trying to go from something on the other side of town to home. I'm lost, yeah. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm okay with this.
Yep.
I have accepted it.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
And food. What did we even have yesterday? Oh, yeah. I got The Wisconsin omelet. So it was like cheese, and a seasoned cream cheese.
More cheese. And
in
cheese.
an omelet with
Nothing wrong with all that cheese.
With their like rosemary American fry style potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
And
they do good potatoes over there.
They do.
Yes.
They're tasty.
They come with like every meal.
Yes. And they like just enough crisp. Oh, that's what it is. Like a crunchy side.
Yep. Yeah.
And then what did you get?
French toast.
It was a French toast weekend.
It was a French toast weekend. Absolutely.
With strawberries.
French toast with strawberries. Got 2 of them because if you get 3, it's too much.
You don't want to overload.
And then you feel like you're going to puke afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Somebody like Tyler probably could eat all 3. I tried. It made me sick. Or would have made me sick. No, I did 2 and I barely made it.
Well, they're thicker pieces too.
Absolutely. The strawberries adds a lot to it. Plus I did get bacon. I got a side of bacon. It's like a must.
It is.
Yeah.
Because it's bacon.
Yep.
And I say service is always good there.
Always.
The crowd leans more heavily to the older generation.
Retirement, kind of.
Yes.
Yeah. There was a group of, 5 ladies and one guy. Ooh,
yes. And they were probably all in their 70s-ish?
I would guess 70s. Yeah. It was definitely retired group for sure.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I was sitting around talking about their kids and their grandkids and,
Yes. Yeah, we've heard some interesting stories there because it's open at 5 a.m, and I'm pretty sure it's our only breakfast spot that's open that early that we go to that has fancy coffee and food.
Yep. A lot of them are 7 or 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
This doesn't make any sense. Why would you open a breakfast place at 8 in?
I don't know. Maybe I don't want to get up early. You don't like to get up early.
It's true. I don't, but I do.
So, yeah. And then today we hit, I think it hands down has got to be our number 1 favorite.
Toast & Co.
Toast & Co. It only holds what? Maybe a third of what Black Honey can hold in terms of number of people.
That is 5 or 6 tables.
Yeah, about that. 6 tables, a couple of spots at the counter.
Mm-hmm.
It's not much, but their menu is not giant, but it's a little more unique. Like your favorite. It's not the standard Eggs Benedict. You get
the Nashville Benny,
which has got spicy chicken.
It's like Eggs Benedict with buffalo chicken stuffed on it. It's amazing.
And
so good. If you like spicy foods.
Yes. And then I got the Go Home Philly or Drunk.
Which is more Eggs Benedict, right?
Yeah. It's all they have. They have a bunch of different kinds of Eggs Benedict that are not standard. And this one is mushrooms and I don't know, the hollandaise sauce is a little different and some tomatoes and it's delicious. But then today you didn't go Benny today.
Nope. Today I went more French toast. The Challeluja French toast.
Yes. Giant chunks with, we were just talking about this, brandied mascarpone trees.
Mascarpone, marzipan? I don't know, whatever the fuck it's called.
I feel like everybody wants to call it mascarpone, but there's no R in the beginning. It's mascarpone.
Mascarpone. Mascarpone. I'm learning new words today.
Words. Yeah.
I honestly don't think I've ever actually looked at what was on it. The first time I ordered it, I just ordered it because I'm like, it's French toast and it looks amazing. Comes with the something to do with the bananas.
Oh, yeah, like caramelized bananas.
Caramelized bananas, yes. Delicious. There's like a cream cheese on it. They put some powdered sugar, and it's amazing.
Service is always fantastic there.
Mm-hmm.
The coffees are delicious. I had this special. It was pistachio white chocolate latte.
Yep.
And you got your usual.
Just a basic caramel mocha,
yeah.
Yep.
But they're always delicious. And they do the fancy designs in the top.
Yeah, I think they were hearts today, weren't they?
I don't know. There's like actual terms for the different like latte arts. I don't know. But there's pictures again.
There's more pictures.
There's pictures.
We took pictures of food, posted it on Facebook, tagged them.
Yep. So we'll share that on
We want you people to go to this place because it's wonderful. If they were to close, we'd be sad.
Oh gosh. I'd be crushed. They're my favorite.
They are probably number 1.
Hands down.
Yep.
Absolutely. So.
And it's not too pricey. I mean, honestly.
No. We eat well. And I mean, there's quite a range too. You can get something as simple as a breakfast sandwich or the basic Betty for if you just want eggs and meat and toast.
It seems that we tend to shop on a little higher and pricier side off their menu, but it's just us.
Yeah.
They have simple things. I think they have a kids menu too, don't they?
I don't know. We don't have children.
That's true. We don't have children. I don't know.
So we don't have to worry about it.
Don't pay attention to the kids' menu.
No.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't with food and tip and drinks, and it's not outrageously outpriced.
No. And I'm never sad or upset about what we pay there.
Right.
It feels right. It feels like it's worth that.
We've been to places that just seems way too much for what you got for the service. We've been to those places. Toast & Co. is not one of them.
No.
Nope.
Highly recommend.
Yep.
So we'll be sharing those on the Hey You social media. So the Facebook page and the Instagram about that. And so yesterday when we were at Black Honey and scrolling through Facebook, I saw that the Washington Island car ferry was saying like, hey, now that it's our winter season, here's your chance to ask questions about how the ferries work and stuff. And it got us talking into our adventures on Washington Island.
And we got a lot of them. We could spend hours.
Exactly.
Hours, but not everybody wants to sit for hours. So we'll share a little one.
Yeah. Just every time we go there, we stay at the campground. The only campground.
Washington Island Campground. Not hard to find.
No.
Well, I shouldn't say that. It kind of is tricky to find, but it's the only one on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of I'm terrible at directions. South Central. Does that sound
That's
accurate?
exactly what I was going to say.
I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah, South Central. Yep.
So those who know me would be shocked that I can provide accurate directions.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we've stayed in tents and we've stayed in their primitive cabins. We've gone with puppies, without puppies.
Mm-hmm.
And we really enjoyed there. They also have an area for people who want to bring their horses to camp. And they have a couple horses of them that had themselves as well. And chickens.
Mm-hmm. I know a couple of our friends that I'm sure have listened to the podcast, I know have told us about going up there with their horses.
Yes. So we've had a couple of interesting adventures there because that is where the alien slugs live.
Aliens, oh my God. As big as your finger or bigger.
A guy's finger.
Yes, my finger. If you could see me,
fingers.
I'm measuring my finger right now in the air.
Okay, Mr. Spatial Sense, about how long in inches were those slugs?
3 to 4.
Yeah.
3 to 4 inches.
We also have pictures, compared to, I think, my hand next to
I've got,
the slugs.
I think we each have one. I think we each have a picture of with our hands by these slugs. They're crazy big.
And they come out only when it rains. Like, you don't see them otherwise. And all of a sudden, we take the pups for a potty walk, and it's raining, and it's dark. They have no lighting along their quote-unquote campground streets. They're, I don't know, what do you call those?
I don't think, they're the little
just
roads.
at the lodge. Yeah.
Just the lodge. You're walking
Lodge
literally in
parking
the pitch blackness that is Washington Island.
So it's dark or dim because of the rain, and you're walking, and there's tons of these giant brown with black speckled alien slugs.
It's some of them have like blue, real light blue markings on them too, which is kind of crazy.
Like I said, aliens.
Yes, they are aliens. I've never seen them in my 40 years of life, and the amount of places that we've been around Wisconsin. Washington Island is the only place I've ever seen those slugs.
Yes, absolutely. And both of us growing up and even now are the type of people to just turn over random rotting logs to see what we can find under them.
There might be like salamanders or frogs or something underneath it. Every place we go.
Or snakes.
Yep.
But we've never seen giant slugs like that.
Never. They're crazy cool.
They are.
You don't pick them up because there's slime on them. Like, it sticks to your fingers, your hands. They're insane. It's really neat seeing them because you're just walking along and there they are.
So if you're creeped out by giant slugs, but we've never had them come like in our tent, on our tents.
No, they stick primarily to the ground.
Yeah. They never bothered us. So, but yeah, they're aliens.
Yep.
Little tiny aliens living on Washington Island.
Yeah.
Also, you get drunk horses in the dark.
Drunk horses, hence.
So, one of the times we were staying there, in a tent. I think we were puppyless that night.
Yeah, it was like the second time we've been up there.
Yeah, we decided to go up without pups.
It was a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's all we did, 3 days.
Yep. So we just brought our smaller tent, just enough to shove the air mattress in there to be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a light sleeper. I mean, even now, a cat sneezes on the other side of the house, I'm awake.
Right.
So I wake up and hear rustling in the leaves, like between the campsites. And there's decent space between each of the campsites.
Yes.
Which is fantastic. You actually have a sense of privacy.
There's some that are kind of right next to each other, which I could see for group sites. Most of them, you probably have 20, 30 feet between you. So it's not like there's stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, and there's actual like denser trees and things, brush in between. So I'm hearing rustling, and we've had our camping encounters with squirrels or raccoons trying to raid the campsite. That's what I expected. Mm-hmm. And then I'm listening more. I'm like, gosh, it's a little louder. Maybe it's a deer. Maybe there's a deer out there. So I unzip the tent. I'm peeking out, but it's pitch dark. I can't see anything. He's sleeping.
I'm done. Yeah, at that point.
He might have even been snoring. And I can't see. And I'm like, wow, it's like stomping around, like clumping around. So first thing I think of is campground where there's horses. Somebody's horse got out. It happens. I mean, we have a friend whose cows get out occasionally. Mm-hmm. And another friend whose aunt and uncle's horse got out and ate some seed pumpkins. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh crap, there's a horse wandering around in the woods, but I'm like, what's right by our tent? I'm like, okay, I should wake him up. What if it runs into our tent? But I didn't want to admit that I thought it was a horse. So I wake him up. I'm like, there's some sort of animal like stomping around just outside our tent. And of course, he's like, well, whatever.
Yeah, I give a crap. Who cares? We're in a tent.
I'm a little worried. It's been out there for a bit. I'm afraid it's going to run into the tent.
Yeah, she had...
crash the tent.
At this point, had been awake for 10 minutes trying to figure out what this was while I was still sleeping.
So, he's big, strong man.
Big, strong man. Urgh.
Tries to go out and figure it out.
I'm going to go see. I'm going to check this out. I'm going to save the world. It's going to be great.
Did you grab the keys right away?
No. I don't remember how exactly it happened, but I just remember opening up the tent, and I had left our splitting axe for the wood for the fire pit right outside the tent. So I thought, it's perfect defense. If it's an animal, I got a way to protect us. Perfect.
I wasn't worried about getting attacked, but I mean, we also had heard there could be bear up there
right,
too.
Right, exactly. That's why I wanted to grab the axe. I'm like, just in case something goes down. And when I grabbed it, I stood up in our little tiny tent because it's only like 3 feet tall, and I'm looking around and can't really see too much. So I grabbed the keys to the Jeep. It's the first year we had the Jeep up there, and I hit the unlock button, and the headlights come on, and it lights up the whole
really
campsite, like super bright. And just off in the distance, a little bit out, like 4 or 5 feet out into the wood line, here's this guy standing with one hand in his pocket, cigarette in the other hand, he's smoking it, just standing randomly in the dark.
Wobbling.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah. Just hammered. And I kind of look at him, and what's going on? He proceeded to walk out of the woods, towards the Jeep, around the backside of it, down the road. I'm like, where the hell is he going? Could see the light from his truck. The door opens. He climbs in, closes the door, kicks the seat back. Done.
He had gotten lost going to his campsite.
Yeah.
He tried to take a shortcut.
He was probably so drunk he had no idea where he was going.
No.
But again, it's pitch black. You can't tell.
No.
There's no lights. There's nothing. You got a tiny little campsite marker that's like a foot tall with little numbers on it. And how the hell are you going to see that in the dark?
And his site probably didn't look that different to him. He had a truck-like vehicle and a small tent.
Yep, yeah.
So he thought he was standing outside of his tent having a quick cigarette before he climbed into bed. So, yeah.
I'm wondering if he just got to the point where he was just sick of walking and was like, fuck it. Have a cigarette. I'll see where I'm going afterwards. Yeah, it was hilarious. And when we got up the next morning to go get some coffee, he was still. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning at that point.
We got breakfast. We came back. He was still passed out.
Still passed out. Yeah.
He had to have a rough next day.
I'm wondering if he was at that other site that was jamming the music all day long.
Yes. Yeah, someone had partied really well that night. So, yeah, drunk horses. We've also have really learned the value of following our camping list.
Yes.
As much as we know it, it's good to use a checklist for the essentials like pillows. Because you can't get pillows on Washington Island.
We've learned this.
Blankets, sure.
Blankets,
sheets,
sweatshirts, clothes, all sorts of stuff.
Food, yep, no problem. But yeah, so we even checked. There's a place, it's called a Mercantile, because we was it that same one, that same trip as the drunk horse. Got all the way up there. I think we were trying to wing it. We were like packing last minute. It was threw things together, and got up there and setting up the tent. Realized we didn't have pillows.
Yep.
And sleeping on like sweatshirts and fleece, not the same.
But it worked for me. I didn't care. Which I think is part of why you woke up when a dude walked through the site, because
I was not sleeping well.
You didn't sleep well to begin with, and no pillows. A little tiny noise outside. Yeah, you were absolutely waking up. I didn't care.
It wasn't a little tiny noise. He was like clomping and shuffling.
And there was, even I had heard a couple of broken sticks at that point. Yeah, he was not quiet.
No. But yeah, so no pillows. So we checked every store. We were hoping even if it was one of those frou-frou souvenir pillows, like, I love Door County.
Yeah, Washington Island little symbol on it.
Yeah.
I'll put my face on that.
Yeah, anything. There wasn't.
Nope.
There wasn't.
We even thought about buying their little rolled up fleeces and leaving them that way. But they were like $50.
Yeah, no.
Not about to spend $100 just so we could try to sleep.
No.
We'll make it work.
And
we did.
Yeah, because otherwise we'd have had to pay for another round trip ferry ride to go back to the mainland, maybe find something in Sister Bay, and then head back. So, when you're camping on Washington Island, make sure to pack pillows.
It's the one thing. Do not forget pillows.
Yes.
You can buy everything else.
Just about everything else. Yeah. So...
Drunken horses and pillow-less nights.
We also had, it sounded like raining softballs.
Oh my God. Yes. The most recent trip.
Labor Day weekend year.
Yep.
And we stayed in the primitive cabin. We've stayed before, but we stay at different times a year. Like sometimes we'll do spring, sometimes summer. This is, I think, one of the first fall ones.
The last couple of times we stayed up there, Labor Day, we were in the tents. We stayed, I think, once or twice in the cabins, but it was early summer, May, something like that. So at this point, now we're staying in the cabin. It's Labor Day.
And then the apple trees were full and they were surrounding the cabin, like touching. The branches were scraping. And was it the whole weekend? A good chunk of the weekend was windy.
Yeah. There was breeze. It was like a steady, constant breeze all the time.
And then we had the storm the last night especially, where it was windy and rainy. It was major thunderstorm. It was beyond hail. It literally sounded like somebody was dropping baseballs and softballs on the steel roof of the cabin. Dunk, dunk.
Yeah, threw Ollie for a loop. He didn't know what the hell was going on.
No. Yep. I think at first the dogs would bark when they would happen, and like someone was knocking. Like, no, it's fine. Yep. And then so there was a lot of times where we got woken up throughout the night many times.
Wham! It was loud. It was kind of terrifying. Yeah, and it was not inside was terrifying, but it was almost more frightening to be outside.
I was afraid to get hit by those.
Yes, yeah, because they would hit the ground with authority. It was a loud thud. Because they weren't giant apples. Maybe tennis ball-ish.
Yeah,
that's
about
enough.
the same
that
color.
Would hurt. That would hurt. Oh yeah, the wasps were terrible because they were
when it was
fermenting real bad.
Yeah, when it was warm out.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had to watch the dogs so they didn't get stung by the wasp. But yeah, so maybe we won't stay in the cabin in fall.
Yeah, we'll avoid that.
So, yeah. But that cabin is nice because it's more away from the other sites, kind of near the other horse sites, which tend to be quiet. So, again, got a sense of privacy. And then the cabins are, when they say primitive, they just mean they don't have a bathroom or toilet or anything in them, which is fine. There's a faucet, there's electricity, which is more than what we need. And there's a futon and sort of a bunk loft bed setup.
Like a queen bed on the bottom, a full or twin or something on the top.
Twin on the top, and then a twin on the other side.
And then there's the one above the door. Yeah. Like a little loft bed kind of thing. They're really nice.
Yeah, it's nice not to have to haul a tent that you have to set up and worry about taking down, because, of course, it always rains right before you have to take your tent down, and cleaning off the dirt and the bugs and the earthworms stuck to the bottom of the tent or the bottom of the tarp.
And then, actually, then you get slugs stuck to the bottom.
And then you get slugs.
Yep. Yeah.
But, yeah, it's a nice alternative option, but... that's, the campgrounds where we
Raining apples, drunken horses, and giant slugs. It's a great trip.
Giant alien slugs.
Giant alien slugs.
Absolutely stay in this campground. There's giant alien slugs. I mean, for us, this is a plus.
Yeah.
So,
right? Yeah.
I mean,
we love going up there.
We do.
And that's just one adventure. We've got many more of those.
So many.
Yeah.
So many.
Yep.
I mean, it just feels silly. I know people do it, but to do just a day trip. Mm-hmm. I feel like if we go up there, we want to do at least overnight. Because every time we go, even though the island is small and there's not a ton, we manage to find something we didn't see before.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Some park, the weird like dunes park in the middle of the island.
The butterfly house.
The butterfly house, the witness tree.
Yep.
All sorts of just like some little thing. It is definitely not, if you like big cities, if you like going to New York, you like going to Las Vegas, Washington Island isn't going to be your cup of tea.
No. There's a lot of historical stuff.
Nature.
Yeah.
That's easygoing, quiet. If you like camping, then yes. I know the lavender farms are a big draw. I mean, it's not really our thing. It's cool.
Been there, seen them. It's purple flowers growing in the ground. Who cares? I don't.
Flowers.
Yeah. Oh, it smells wonderful. I don't know. It smells like plants. Sure. Yeah.
It does smell like plants. They're plants.
It does. It smells like, I don't know, what the hell you want to call it? Weeds or something.
Weeds. Oh my gosh. No. Very expensive purple weeds.
Oh God, that stuff is ridiculous.
But yeah, if that's your thing, then absolutely there's... It's a fun thing to do that we try to hit about once a year.
Yep.
So poor Toothless V.
Yep. She's now like the dragon off the How to Train Your Dragon. She's toothless. Not completely toothless, but...
She's nearly Toothless V. The poor girl, she's about 10 and a half now, and she had lost a couple of teeth. She had some gnarly breath, but she's got a mild case of megaesophagus.
Which is what, if you explain it to the people that don't know?
Well, she's also Addison's, and they're finding in some dogs some connection between the two. It's where when they go to swallow things, it can get stuck partway in their throat. It's almost like it's got stretched out, and there's a little pouch there, so things get stuck in the little pocket in their esophagus.
Addison's is for the people that don't know.
Yes, their adrenal gland sits on the kidney. Everybody's adrenal gland sits on their kidneys, and it stops working. And that adrenal gland provides certain hormones that tells your body to regulate things like everything from digestion to fight and flight response. So she gets a pill twice a day that helps replace those, basically synthetic hormones to replace those, to keep her functioning. And thankfully that will not affect her lifespan at all, as long as she's maintained on her meds. And then we do things to help the food go down by raising up food and water dishes. We'll sometimes try to sit her up if we notice that she's ate or drank a bunch, just to help use gravity.
Use gravity, yes.
Move that.
Wait for that burp. You can feel it. I swear sometimes it comes from her tiny little toes. You can feel the burp weld up, and then
She has some sexy belches.
She is a sexy V when it comes to letting them things fly.
So Woo. Yeah.
Puts me to shame.
So yeah, we thought the stinky breath was just that. No, it was, she had some really, really bad teeth. And we had noticed, I noticed like one bottom tooth had come out, and then maybe a couple more. Well, between those and then 22 more teeth removed from her poor, sad face.
22 out of...
We learned that the dogs have 42 teeth.
Yes. So she has more than half.
More than half are gone.
That's insane.
That's a lot. And some of them some big ones. One of them is one of her upper canines, so already her lip keeps getting stuck.
Yeah, it looks funny.
It looks funny, a little snaggle tooth as stuck. She's doing pretty good. It happened 2 days ago, the surgery, and she's starting to pick up on her appetites. We have to get a little tricky with getting the pills down her because she's not going to feel better if she's not getting those pain meds or the antibiotics. But we're starting to see improvement. Hopefully, she'll be a little bit more normal by Monday. But she's had a rough couple days.
This is where it's great being married to someone that works in the animal industry, because I would not have any idea how to deal with any of this stuff. I'm constantly, teach me, show me what we got to do, because I would have just kept right on going with what she was doing, and she would be terrible. Having someone that knows all of this is a great thing.
It comes in handy because it helps make up, because working a nonprofit, it's not for the money.
No, God, no.
But yeah, there's a lot of things I've learned working at an animal shelter that has made things easier to handle as they've come up with our pets. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I've seen you do so many different things, and I try to follow suit with what you've done, and you make it just look so flawless. Like you just, yep, okay, we got to do this, blah, blah, blah. You jump in, do whatever, and it's like, don't look too hard. Okay, I'm going to try it by myself. Oh, you're going to work? Great. I'm going to do it. And then I do it, and I was like, I totally fucked that up. I totally screwed it up. And then you come home, I tell you about it. You're like, nope, that's exactly what you needed to do. You did it exactly right. I was like, oh, thank God. I felt like I just killed the poor thing. Like, oh, Jesus. Yeah.
It takes experience, and the other is knowing that sometimes you have to do things like push pills down their throat, that they're going to seem dramatic about it, and some people will feel bad, like you. You're admittedly not good at that kind of stuff.
I can't
you feel bad.
It.
Yeah.
I do. That's why V comes, like, she listens to me when I have to get her to do things, because when
I'm
you
the
ask,
mean one.
You're the mean one. Yes, exactly.
I'm the one doing a better job of keeping her alive, but I'm the mean one.
I'm the love monster or whatever. I don't know, something you want to call it.
It's ridiculous.
She loves me.
So we had different plans for today.
We really did.
I had some friends that had nephews that were getting into computers and stuff, and you were going to help them build a computer.
We were going to have a guy nerd day.
And all of that, but then we got news our friend's mom was having a major, hopefully not a major medical, but a concerning medical thing. So we really hope Pam is doing well. We love you, Pam.
Yes.
If you listen to us, you might. She might be listening. She might listen to us.
If she's got to relax and chill and sit at home and not do anything till she recovers from whatever's going on, hey, she's got some time. We'll have to get her set up. She can listen to us.
Yeah.
As we ramble
She
on.
might have already.
She might have. That's true.
So, yeah. So hopefully we hear good news. Right now, last news is getting diagnostics at the hospital. Yep. But it can be a scary moment.
When my dad had his heart attack almost, 5 years ago?
About that?
Yeah, he was 64. His was bad. That was quadruple bypass and 13 hours of surgery or something like that. I'd never spent so much time in a hospital before. Even when Mom was going through a cancer thing, we didn't spend a ton of time in a hospital. With Dad, though, oof. His was bad. So, yeah, hopefully they caught it early enough if it is something like that.
Or hopefully it's something minor.
Yeah, maybe it's just indigestion. She had some bad pickles or something.
Bad pickles?
I don't know.
Hopefully Pam just has bad pickles.
I gotta ask her if she even likes pickles. Yeah. Otherwise, I don't know. She lives in the woods. Maybe she had some bad berries.
It's January. I don't think there's a whole lot of berries up there right now.
That's why they're bad.
Oh, gosh.
They've been out there for a long time.
And then at some point, we'll be celebrating our anniversary in a similar fashion that we like to do every year. We don't do extravagant trips or cruises. We eat food and drink alcohol.
Yes, because we're cheap. No, I'm kidding. We're not cheap.
No, we just like going out to eat, maybe go somewhere fancy. We used to do like a lot of dinner and movie, and we're still working on the timing of this, because COVID sucks, and
COVID does suck.
And again, having to adapt to changing schedules and plans.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay. Again, we're hoping that family members are doing okay. And we'll be able to see them soon because we love hanging out with them. We get to play fun games like the train game.
The Ticket to Ride.
I never remember the
name. I know
name.
you like train game.
Which Tyler also has that same game. And that's the one... when Mike and Gretchen came over, apparently Mike was cheating with the card in his shoe.
Yeah, Mike only won because he's a big cheater pants.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was taking cards home with him in his shoe.
Apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, because it wasn't like he won by a little bit. Like, he destroyed us.
He destroyed everybody.
He had like almost double the points, and now we know why.
And he claims he's never played before.
Well, for sure. Yeah.
I think. Or did he play with at Mindy's?
He may have played, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
I just know that he creamed us by a lot of points. If you ask, a lot of people tell you because he cheated.
Gretchen has a proof. There's a picture of a card that came out of his shoe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mike's a big cheater pants. It's okay.
So, yeah.
We still love him anyway.
Yeah. So we played that game for the first time down by Jim and Julie because we like playing the card games with them.
Cody, Emily, Eric. Yep.
And
Julie's kids.
Jaw jacking.
Mm-hmm.
We just chat. We have a lot of similar thoughts but different experiences, so it's fun comparing them, contrasting them, visiting places, checking out Cedarburg.
Yeah, it'd be fun. I'd like to get them on podcast and talk to them for a while.
Maybe they'll be game.
That'd be fun. We'll have to pack up all of our equipment, put it in a little bag. Got to get like a TARDIS bag so it's bigger on the inside. Put all our stuff. Okay.
Good luck finding the TARDIS bag.
I know. I'll just have to find Mary Poppins and steal her shit.
But I usually stay at call it the Barton B&B, and it feels like it. They spoil us with
it's so bad.
Like really good food, good food.
It's a fight to be able to pay for anything down there.
No, the really good food is what they make in their own house.
That's true. They make some killer. Was it the crab cakes?
The crab cakes,
like crab cake Benedict or something.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's so good.
And then even like the taco spread that they put out and everything we eat there is amazing.
Yeah, they did like burgers or something with like crazy corn. It's like a 7
Mexican
or 8 course
corn.
meal. It's ridiculous.
Yep. We don't leave hungry. We leave 20 pounds heavier.
Yeah. Yep.
And we're hoping to hit some gamblers games.
That'll be fun.
What is that? USHL?
USHL.
So.
Yeah.
But it's fun. They're cheap games, and for those of us with little ADHD, the action doesn't really stop.
It's the only sport I can get you to sit and watch through the whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah. You're a Packer fan, but you give a shit less about what happens there. No NBA, no baseball. Soccer. Neither of us care about soccer. Like, I'll sit and I don't mind. I'll follow them, but I don't watch them. But football, yep. Hockey, yep. Baseball, yeah. Bucks when they were in the playoffs, they won it last year. I was all about it. You're like, great, bye, go away, go do things with not me.
Yeah. No, I'm not a big sportsy person, but something about hockey, it doesn't stop the occasional bits of violence. It just makes me happy. And then we can get out of the house and do something
you and I
for cheap.
Have been, yes, for cheap. It's not expensive. You and I have been to Packer games, but it was always with other people. Not just you and I.
No.
But when it comes to a gambler game or even an NHL hockey game, when we went and saw the Blackhawks, Red Wings, that was just you and I. You wanted to do that.
Yeah, that was our anniversary.
Yeah, that was totally you.
It was fun, except my team didn't even score. I just wanted to see. They didn't have to win. I just wanted to see what it would be like if the Blackhawks scored at their stadium.
Like, what do they do? For their goals, right?
Yes.
Nope. They lost 4-0 to my Red Wings. Go Red Wings! It was a fun game because I standing there, being the only Red Wings fan.
There were clumps of them all over.
They were sparsed out. They scored. I stood up. Woo, yeah. I look around. I'm the one of 5 people out of 100 that are standing. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get shot. I should probably not do this here.
No, it was a fun experience. Like it was, the people were cool. We found a hotel that was like a 10-minute walk. We drove to Walgreens down the road to buy $5 wine to bring to the sushi place because down in Chicago, a lot of places are bring your own bottle, which is fantastic.
BYOB, that's amazing. It was so good. They brought us a bucket of ice.
It felt a little fancy for our $5 bottle of wine.
Yeah, it was. Our Walgreens, not winking all. That's
I think it was might have been Barefoot.
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
We just wanted some cheap, easy wine, and we didn't know where to go. We're like, here, Walgreens is a couple blocks down this way, and then our sushi place was out on the same road, and
yeah, it was awesome.
It was a fun, fantastic.
Yep, the little lady's like, "Oh, you want ice? Hell yeah,
sure, why not?"
Stuffed our cheap ass bottle of wine in it. I bet you the ice bucket probably cost more than our wine did.
Absolutely, absolutely. But it was a great anniversary experience.
It was fun. It was really awesome. Yeah, they didn't. It's a good time. Nice place. That's the line. It's a nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there.
Yeah.
But it was so much fun. I mean, it was just such a good time.
And then we had been doing a lot of house projects around, and so we're hoping to maybe get back into a few more, try to finish up the basement bar.
Get the new door handles today.
Well, that's upstairs, so yes, up there we got
replacing all of our
that's adulting
1990s brass
gold,
some whatever garbage handles on the upper floor.
Fun fact: so they got the locking, I guess they're considered bed bath door handles on each of the handles. When we moved in, they were all put on backwards. You could lock people into the bedrooms rather than lock somebody out of the room.
This room was a child's bedroom, like a baby.
Yes, but all of them, including the master bedroom.
I'd want to have the lock on the outside too. I'm done with you. Click, bye, I'm going to bed.
But no, that meant you were locked in your own room.
Exactly. You put your kid in here, you lock the door so the kid can't come out while you're trying to sleep.
Yes, but then the wife locks you in
I probably deserved it. Absolutely. You stay in there and you think about what you did, Click. I just fixed your car. I'm sorry. What the hell?
But they also included the bathroom.
Right. Well, I'm sure you would love to lock me into the bathroom after I've been using it for a while.
That's why we bought a house that has a bath and a half. I needed a house with 2 toilets. But yeah, so that was adulting. We are excited that we bought new door handles.
Heck yeah. Cost us less than $100. It's amazing.
And then our next plans is to trim the bar top and epoxy paint because we have the stereotypical Wisconsin basement with the full wet bar in the basement.
Mm-hmm. Wet bar, fireplace. It's awesome.
That's our plans. And then we're trying to debate where we're going to go next time for breakfast. Either, if we're feeling more fancy, Main Exchange.
Seems like we have like 5 places that we frequent a lot in Green Bay.
But then there's also, like, if we're feeling bagel-y sandwiches, there's Luna and there's Lock, Stock and Bagel. Both are probably pretty similar. So yeah, we have a good range.
I think we talked about Crystal Coffee. We haven't been there for a while.
We haven't. So that was our other one. It's not, the atmosphere isn't as fancy as Main Exchange, but it's also the prices aren't, and the food is still really good, and the coffees are good, and the people are nice.
They have a good selection of coffees. And it's amazing what those places can do with a bunch of syrups. They dump it in the coffee, and it makes it taste like things.
It makes it taste like things. It makes it taste delicious.
Right, delicious things, but like things.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and Crystal is over by the airport, right?
Yep, it's off of Packerland.
And then,
or on Packerland, actually. And
then Main Exchange is another De Pere one.
Mm-hmm.
De Pere has an awful lot of good coffee places.
They do. That's okay. They're not that far away.
And now I have no idea what we're doing for dinner. We had plans, and now the plans have changed.
We should probably still eat here, because we went out yesterday, and we had 2 different coffees this morning, or yesterday. Yeah, both of them this morning. No, yesterday and today. We did breakfast, and then last night we went to Narrowbridge. I got a flatbread, and you got your crack pasta. Crack pasta. It's like spiky. It's spiky chicken pasta. Spicy chicken pasta.
Spicy chicken fettuccine.
Yes,
Alfredo
it's delicious.
Kind of thing.
That's one of my favorites.
And the flatbread I get is unique. I've never seen it anywhere else. Butternut squash, pomegranate seeds, goat cheese, and balsamic vinegar on it. I don't know. It hits my sweet, savory, salty all at once, and it makes me happy, and it's not something I can get anywhere else.
Yeah, it sounds like something that like a goat eats in the backyard with all the...
Goats eat everything.
Oh, that's right. Well, they would eat it then. That's good.
But they would also eat your cracked pasta.
Ah, son of a bitch. Never mind.
No goats.
No goats. Well, don't ask Tanya and Tony. They'll give us a goat or a sheep or something. They wanted to. Yeah.
No goats in the city.
I know. It sucks.
So, yeah. So, apparently we have no idea what we're going to do for dinner.
Not a clue.
We do. Unlike what some people think is we do use our stove. We do have one and we use it.
We do.
And sometimes it's like fish sticks and instant mashed potatoes. And then sometimes I'm making Korean fried chicken from scratch.
It takes like an hour and a half to where when we do the fish sticks and mashed potatoes, it's like 20 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Depends on how we're feeling.
Yep.
But yeah, it's because we like food, and sometimes it's comfort food like grilled cheese and tomato soup, and sometimes we're feeling a little more fancy, and then sometimes we don't want to cook at all.
We're having a fire tonight. Maybe we do the grilled cheese.
Could.
Or do we save that for Sunday?
It is a good Sunday preparing to go back to work meal and stay in pajamas. Maybe we'll try something fancier. I know we have some fancy stuff in the freezer. We'd have to actually pull it out.
Shrimps and some other things on
Scallops.
there. Is that what it is? Scallops?
There's scallops and there's shrimps.
Oh.
Shrimps.
I know there's a bag of something in the freezer.
There's a bag of a lot of things in the freezer.
That's right, there is.
There's a bag with a duck in the freezer.
There's a duck in the freezer. Weird.
That's what happens when you have friends with animals that are delicious.
There's a bag of pizza rolls in the freezer, too.
Yeah, we're definitely not on one end of the spectrum or the other.
You gotta eat them with your pinky up, though. That way you feel classy. Yep.
So that's our plans. That's our adventures. A little taste of our Washington Island, our double coffee.
Maybe we'll get
breakfast dates.
We'll just be like, nah, screw it. Let's go get something to eat, and we'll just do that.
So yeah. But this was I think we survived a second episode. You guys survived a second episode.
If you've listened this long,
I'm sorry. I mean, thank you.
That's wonderful. We appreciate you.
And of course, you can keep following our adventures on Facebook and Instagram, and you can listen to our podcast on all sorts of things now. Amazon, Apple, Google, Stitcher, Spotify, a bunch of other ones. So
I'm working on the YouTube one.
Yes.
Woo! I get to do stuff.
Yes, you have the YouTube responsibilities.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hey, you, and thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.